What is up, you beautiful people out there on the internet? It is I, Michael Shockman, here with our premiere episode of our new series here on the DM Shockman Institute. Welcome to the Institute, by the way. Today we're going to be premiering our premiere episode of the second season of our D&D 5th edition Simplified series, where we will be covering the races. I will tell you right now, these videos are going to be quick and simple. There's a lot less to cover than there were in the classes, so we're just going to dive right into it here in just a second. Really quick before we do, as per usual, please do me a favor if you haven't already. Please smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. It helps out immensely with the algorithm here on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Secondly and lastly, please be sure to leave a comment down below telling me what race you are a fan of. What race are you in D&D? What's your favorite one to play? Are you a tiefling? Are you a dwarf? Are you a human? Or are you one of those edgy boys? The half-orcs. Haha. But without any further ado, we're going to go in alphabetic order for this season. And we're going to start off with the dwarf. So here we go. Alright, give me 1 second while I pull this up. I am going to be reading off of this. So, okay. So, the dwarf. And I will read it verbatim. So the dwarves are kind of like in D&D are kind of like the traditional Scottish people. They are very they're very keen on family and on their clan. They're also, sometimes that clan or family is chosen, sometimes it's what they're born into. It really depends on the upbringing of the dwarf. They're also very keen on honor and also on pride. So if you want to play a dwarf, I would highly recommend you dive into some traditional Scottish mentalities and whatnot, or maybe a Japanese mentality, I don't know. But going into the mechanics of a dwarf, all dwarves standard get the ability score increase of +2 to their constitution. They also age at the same rate as humans. However, they are considered young until they reach the age of 50, and on average they live to around 350 years old. Dwarves stand between 4 and 5 feet tall and average about 150 pounds. Their size is considered medium. Their speed, because they're smaller, is about 25 feet. However, their speed is not reduced when wearing heavy armor for whatever reason. They also get dark vision. They are accustomed to life underground, and when you play one, you have superior vision in dark and dim conditions. You can see dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light. You can't discern color in darkness, only shades of gray. They also get Dwarven Resilience, which means that you have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison damage going forward. They also get Dwarven Combat Training. You standard get proficiency with battle axes, hand axes, light hammers, and war hammers. They also get a total of of a set of artisans' tools of your choice, those either being smith's tools, brewer's supplies, or mason's tools. They also get something called Stone Cunning. Whenever you make an intelligence/history check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check instead of your normal proficiency bonus. In addition, they also get a number of languages. They can speak, read, and write Common and Dwarvish. Dwarvish is full of hard consonants and guttural sounds, and those characteristics spill over into whatever other language the dwarf might speak. And they also come with 2 sub-races, those being the Hill Dwarf and the Mountain Dwarf. The Hill Dwarf is... as a Hill Dwarf, you have keen senses, deep intuition, and remarkable resilience. The Gold Dwarves of Faerun in their mighty southern kingdom are Hill Dwarves, as are the exiled Neadar and the debased Klar of Kryn in the Dragonlance setting. Hill Dwarves get a +1 to their Wisdom score as their racial ability score increase, in addition to the +2 to their Constitution. And they also get something called Dwarven Toughness, which whenever you pick a Hill Dwarf, your hit point maximum increases by 1, and it increases by 1 additional point every time you gain a level. Then we have the Mountain Dwarfs. As a Mountain Dwarf, you're strong and hardy, accustomed to a difficult life in rugged terrain. You're probably on the tall side for a dwarf, that is, and tend toward lighter coloration. The shield dwarves of northern Faerun, as well as the ruling Hylar clan and the noble Dewar clan of Dragonlance, are also considered mountain dwarves. In addition, for mountain dwarves to your Constitution bonus, you also get an ability score increase of +2 to your +2 to your Strength, which is kind of huge. They also get what's called Dwarven Armor Training, which gives them proficiency in light and medium armor, which is pretty cool. Just standard off the bat. Yeah, so that about covers all the mechanics of being a dwarf. What I would recommend is if you want to play, if you're looking for a character, if you want to play a Gimli, if you want to play a Bomber from Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, respectively, if you want to play just a funny Scottish person, or if you want to play a serious, maybe not Scottish, but just a serious, kind of very stoic character, I would highly recommend playing a dwarf. But folks, that's going to about cover it for today's episode on the dwarf, and stay tuned for next week when we cover the elves in our next week's episode of D&D 5e Season 2. Until then, folks, please really quick do me a quick favor. Please follow the links down in the description. You know what they do, you know where they go, you know what to do. I'm Michael Shockman. I've been your host and commentator, and remember, as always, guys, keep it real, keep it safe, keep it healthy, and we'll see you guys again soon in the Institute. Bye, guys.